Fala aí galera gamer, tudo beleza? C-Portinari aqui para mais um vídeo e continuando nossa jornada aqui em Fallout 4, galera. Bom, vou fazer a seguinte missão agora. Bom, antes né, como vocês viram, eu estou aqui dentro da Pre-Dream. Caminhão passando, que legal. Bom, como eu estava falando, estamos aqui dentro da Pre-Dream, galera. Vamos ver a missão que a gente vai fazer. Traição CEGA, fale com o Ancião Maxson. Recebi informação de que o Ancião Maxson tem uma missão urgente para mim e devo apresentar a ele na Pre-Dream imediatamente. Vamos ver o que ele precisa aí, galera.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Como assim? Está me acusando?
That remains to be seen. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground
Com
facility.
certeza ia ter isso,
After
né?
careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Dance is a perfect match for one of the synths on that
Você
list.
tá maluco, fi? Que é isso?
Is Quinlan absolutely certain?
Proctor Quinlan validated the information numerous times. I can assure you, his results are accurate. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Dance are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you and then swore you to secrecy.
Nunca me contou.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a synth.
Bom, ainda bem
Apparently,
ele
I've
acreditou.
misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Dance is a synth. He represents everything we hate. A monstrosity of technology. Our mission in
Tudo
the
que ele fez pela
Commonwealth is
Irmandade do
clear.
Aço.
The Institute and its
Tá
creations
maluco,
need to
filho.
be destroyed in order to preserve our future, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Dance
Acho que eu vou
and
executar ele.
execute him.
Não vou, não. Não, tem que ter algum outro
Is there
jeito.
some other way?
Absolutely not. My decision is final. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Dance was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own.
Ah,
Find
para.
Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders.
Você acha que eu tô interessado em
So don't
promoção pra matar um
disappoint me.
amigo? Você tá
You're
maluco?
dismissed.
Para. Vamos lá falar com ele lá. Vamos ver uma maneira de não matar o Dance.
Attention.
Vamos lá falar. O que é isso? Ah, deixa eu matar o Dance?
Any personnel who have not completed their annual medical evaluation should report to Knight Captain Cade immediately to schedule an
Cala a boca,
examination.
cara que tá falando aí.
That is all.
Ah, sobre o
What do you know
Dance.
about this situation?
While I was decrypting all of the data you acquired from within the Institute, I came across a list. It appears that the Institute keeps exemplary records where their synths are concerned, including logging those that were reported missing. As I was perusing this list, I came across an image of Dance under the heading M797. A quick DNA comparison with our own records told the rest of the tale. I'm certain this comes as quite a shock to you, Knight. I'm sorry.
Não quero
I
conversar.
don't want to talk about it.
I understand. On to your orders, then. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Dance had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities
Nossa,
one by one.
deve ser muito
You
local.
may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
Muitos
What the
locais,
hell
né?
is this crap about Dance being a synth?
É
I
isso aí,
assume
Raio.
your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
Como ficou sabendo?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxson's made it clear that we're to locate Paladin Dance, and if we find him, report his location to you. That can only mean you've been sent to hunt him down.
Não tenho tempo.
I don't have time to discuss it right now, Halen.
Why? In too much of a rush to pull the trigger?
Que
Can't
apertou o
believe that after
gatilho? Você tá
everything
maluco?
Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously
Não
been a
vou virar as
mistake,
costas pra ele,
and we
não.
need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
Ok, aceito o que for.
At this point, I'll take all the help I can get.
Very good, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir.
Vamos dar uma olhada aqui que ela tem em mente.
Thanks to you, I hope to...
Vamos, Fê, acelera o passo aí. Vai. E onde você tá indo? O teu Vertibird não fica pra lá, não. Halen, pra onde você tá indo? Menina, onde você tá indo? O que ela tá tramando?
Scribe Halen?
This way. Do you actually plan on killing Paladin
Claro que
Dance?
não. Ainda não
I
decidi.
haven't decided yet.
Well,
Eu não vou matar ele.
before you do, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Dance.
Por que me diz isso?
Why are you telling me all of this?
Because someone has to before you rush off and carry out Maxson's orders without thinking about what you're doing. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you, not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance.
Ok, vamos dar uma
Let him
chance
tell
a ele.
his side of the story. If you're
Não
not
pretendo matar
convinced
ele.
by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
You'd have me disobey orders?
Can't you put the Brotherhood aside, even for a moment? Am I really asking that much? Just talk to him. Find out what's going on inside his head. Then weigh your options. If you still think he intends to bring harm to the Brotherhood of Steel, you do what you have to do. But if you see a glimmer of mercy or humanity behind his eyes, I beg you, let him run. Before the Pribwin showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war US military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed.
Ok,
Just
vamos lá dar uma olhada.
be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
Ah, ele vai me ouvir. Ok, vamos pra lá, galera. Vamos antes de sair daqui, né? Filha da mãe trouxe gente aqui embaixo. Ok, vamos sair daqui da Pribwin.
I'd gladly lay
Ok.
down my life
Bom, vamos dar uma olhada aqui no mapa, onde que fica o local. Eu não vou dar teleporte direto pra lá não, galera. Vou dar teleporte um pouco antes. Tô com medo de ter alguma armadilha, alguma coisa por lá. Então eu vou dar um teleporte um pouco antes do local. Cadê? Pra cá. Vamos lá. Guarda a arma aqui. Vamos pra lá sem arma, né? Não tô vendo nada. É verdade, a entrada é aqui. Ah, tá zoando que a turret vai me atacar mesmo. Beleza. Cara, será que o Dance vai me atacar? Só que me faltava isso, o Dance vir me atacar. Eu não tô querendo matar ele. Vamos entrando aqui. Será que tem alguma coisa aqui? Não, eu já dei uma explorada por aqui antes, galera. Vamos usar esse terminal aqui só para dar uma olhada. Ok, era para usar de qualquer maneira. Dá pra abrir? Não. Vamos guardar a arma, né? Ah, meu, tá zoando. Ô, Denis, desliga essas coisas aí, cara. Só quero falar contigo, não vou te matar não. Que coisa. Será que o Denis quer matar a gente? Não quer nem ouvir a gente aí? Cadê a turret? Bom, vamos entrar. Ele tá até fora da armadura. Acho que ele não vai brigar com a gente, não.
I'm not surprised Maxson sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
E agora, hein? Por que não me contou?
Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxson even want me alive?
Bom, pra quem não sabe, os sintéticos... Vamos lá, um resumo bem rápido. Os sintéticos que escapam do Instituto, através da ferrovia, eles recebem uma memória nova. Então... Às vezes trocou a memória dele, porque geralmente é... Eu tô falando... Dá licença, Dance, tô explicando tua história. História não, história dos sintéticos, né? Não sei se vai ser bem tua história. Então todos os sintéticos que fugiram pela ferrovia, eles ganham uma identidade nova, eles apagam a memória e apagam tudo. Então pode ser isso que aconteceu com o Dance, galera. Vamos ver aqui, ignorância da identidade.
How could you not know that you're a synth?
It doesn't make sense to me either. It just feels like a cruel joke. I remember being a child. I remember growing up in the ruins, everything. I suppose they programmed that all into my head. I mean, I feel like I've been in control of my entire life, making my own decisions and determining my own fate. Even though the proof states I'm a synth, I don't feel any different than I did before. I still feel like
por causa das memórias, galera, isso aí.
Why does any of this even matter to you?
Depois procurei no meu
You're
canal.
obviously here to carry out Maxson's orders. Does he even want me alive?
Depois procurei no meu canal referente ao coisa, o detetive lá, o Valentine. Não sei.
No, but I don't know what to do.
Seems obvious to me. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that we're good friends, and this must be very difficult for you. I wish Maxson had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed.
Não, não vou te
If you
matar.
disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxson, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
Eu não vou te matar, Dance. Por que você fugiu?
If you really feel that way, why did you run in the first place?
The moment I learned the truth, I knew my life was in danger. I'm a soldier, so self-preservation kicked in. I needed to regroup and assess the situation. Once I got here, and I had some time to think, I realized I'd just made everything worse. I should have stayed on the Prydwen and accepted the inevitable. Like I said, I need to be the example, not the exception.
Você é humano.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxson's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
Tem outro
Is
jeito.
there any way out of this?
We both know that this is the right thing to do. If you refuse to follow Maxson's orders, you're undermining everything the Brotherhood stands for. I can't allow that to happen on my account.
Não, vou recusar.
No, I won't do it, Dance.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
Perdendo um amigo, vamos ver.
I've already lost my family. I don't want to lose my friend.
You're right. How could I have been so blind?
Beleza, deu
Consider
certo.
how my death might affect the people
Tô
I
meio
care about.
chocado, galera, dele querer se
People
matar.
like you and Halen.
Com ele ser um
Perhaps
sintético.
now that you've opened my eyes,
Caramba!
consider my next move.
Qual vai
What's
ser
the
o
next
próximo
move?
You need to continue your fight against the Institute. I have my own path to follow. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I
Caramba.
make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxson will just send someone else to hunt me down. Now, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
Ok, vou pegar. Eu vou ter que seguir ele? Caramba, hein? Não vai dar certo. Placa livre, cartucho, não. Placa de círculos militar. Vamos ver se tem mais alguma coisa aqui, né, galera? Acho que só isso. Se eu não me engano, eu já explorei essa área aqui. Vamos só dar uma olhadinha meio por cima. Caramba, ele já saiu. Vamos lá ver pra onde que ele foi. Caramba, ele já saiu daqui. Vai dar merda, hein? Vamos ter pegado ele. Vai dar merda. O que eu falei, ó?
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
Ordens ridículas. Como nos
How did you
encontrou?
find us?
When I sent you to execute this machine, I suspected you'd have difficulty following my orders. Now that I've arrived, it appears that my instincts were correct. What did it say to you that made you betray the Brotherhood? Why is it still alive?
Você está errado,
He's still
homem.
alive. Because you're wrong
É
about
isso
it.
mesmo.
Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
You're the physical
Exatamente.
embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland.
Isso não foi culpa das máquinas, foi culpa dos humanos.
Died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions.
A culpa não é das
Yet you
máquinas, a culpa é
see
dos
the same
humanos.
thing is happening again. You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
Ah,
You're
sério?
comparing Dance to a nuclear bomb.
This machine might not be a bomb, but its goal is exactly the same. Place it where you want the damage done, and when you least expect it, it delivers a lethal blow without warning and without mercy. A precision strike delivered right at the heart of the enemy. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute
Como
has
assim é
foolishly
tarde?
chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced
não
me
vou,
that I
não
was
vou te
wrong
matar,
to
não.
be ashamed of my true identity.
Mesmo que eu tenha
and I
que sair
thank
da
you for
Irmandade
it.
do Aço,
Whatever
parar
you
de fazer
decide.
missões dele.
Know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
Quanto a mim, me escute.
After all the sacrifices I've made and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
Você perderá nas dois, eles salvam vidas. Confiança e respeito, vamos ver.
Just listen to me. If I've earned any of your trust or respect while I've served with the Brotherhood, then I'd gladly trade it to keep Dance alive.
You value this machine's life that much. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive.
Sim.
Which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight. And your remains were incinerated.
Já mudou
This
a
day
palavra?
forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Pridwin, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel.
Você não vai
Should
proibir
you
de eu falar
choose
com
to
ele, não.
ignore me, no, you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Pridwin Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you
Será que eu não vou ter mais
We
o
still have
coisa
the
de
Institute to deal
companion?
with.
Ah, meu. Eu não cheguei ao nível máximo com ele ainda, cara. Putz.
Excuse me.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxson like that.
que foi agora?
What are you gonna do now?
I've decided to stay here.
Opa,
I didn't
bom.
plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, you better get back to the Pridwin. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable.
O que ele vai fazer?
I'll be right here.
Hailey,
What
vamos
about
ver.
Halen?
I don't think Maxson knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here. It's the
Você foi
least I can
proibido
do.
de falar com eles, hein? E agora, tirar em sintéticos.
Are you gonna have a problem killing synths?
I might physically be a synth, but my heart and mind belong to the Brotherhood. The Institute is still a tremendous threat to the Commonwealth. They possess technologies that need to be confiscated or destroyed. I promise you, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger on them.
Ok. Venha comigo, não. Agora não. Não vou levar ele pra Purdue, não, né?
I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
Eu achei que ia ganhar um nível máximo agora de afeição com ele, mas pelo visto não. Vamos lá pra Purdue. Vamos dar um teleporte lá pra lá então, galera. Opa. Cadê? Tá aqui pra baixo. Vamos ver se a gente vai ser promovido.
What I wouldn't give for some new tools. I'm pretty beat up.
Acho que eu sou cavaleiro, né? Será que eu vou virar paladino? Eu acho que eu vou ter minha promoção negada.
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Dance. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
Ele está
You're not gonna
seguro?
have him killed behind my back, are you?
I'm a man of my word, Knight. If he remains invisible to the Brotherhood of Steel, he has nothing to fear. Of course, Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a
Acho que eu
fine
vou virar paladino
replacement.
então, hein?
His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
Where did Dance keep his power armor?
I'm certain you can find it in Proctor Ingram's section of the ship. Wear it with pride. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Galera, mais uma missão concluída. Eu só não queria ter essa última conversa aí com ele. Eu queria conversar mais sobre, não sei, as outras opções que tinham. Agora eu não lembro. Bom, galera, o vídeo vai ficando por aqui. Se gostou, deixe seu joinha. E se não é inscrito no canal, se inscreva para receber as novidades. E conseguimos manter o Paladino Dance vivo, hein? Isso foi uma boa. Valeu, falou!